with your request again, sir.
Los Angeles clearance Skyhawk 735 Mike Sierra, VFR southeastbound to San Diego, Lindbergh 5500, flight following, information Zulu Cat 11.
November 735 Mike Sierra. It's cleared out of the Los Angeles Bravo airspace. On departure, fly heading 255. Maintain VFR at or below 3000 until advised. Correction, I gave you the wrong instruction, sorry. On departure, fly heading 250. And make left crosswind departure at the shoreline to exit the Bravo. Maintain VFR at or below 2,500.
All right, guys.
Departure frequency 134.9.
We're back.
Squawk 6656.
I'm going to get ground tuned in, so go through pretty quickly through the stuff that I went through in the first video. So, just to address what happened, I was so focused on making sure that you guys were having a good time that I forgot to fly the actual aircraft and do what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to do that right now so that doesn't happen again. And it's good to walk you guys through. So this is the FMS, it's the computer system that controls the aircraft. And so if you click the flight plan button, all you got to do is type in your flight plan here. So if you click between these and they start flashing, you can type with your keyboard, and it makes it so much easier than having to type it in on there. So we are at John Wayne. Click there and it populates, going to Las Vegas. Perfect. And if you click arrivals and departures, go to the depart tab. We are going to depart runway 20 right, and via the fins 2. Bison transition. Go ahead and click the exec button. Now if we go to our legs, bam, there's our flight plan that we needed last time. All the way to Mison. Cool. So now we're going to arrive via ILS left, pre-no transition, and the right, that's right. I did that backwards. You go Kepik 6, Mison transition, ILS with the pre-no transition, exec that. And now if we go in, there's a discontinuity here. So if Mison, and then go up and click that, it will get rid of that. And then if you click exec, that's all you have to do. Just check through here. And looks like we are golden. So now all of our altitudes, everything is populated in there via our departure procedure. Perfect. That is what we needed last time.
3 kilos here. What taxi?
So now I'm going to get everything set again. So heading 196, checking that right there. At 5,000, that's good. Flight change. Okay, so we need heading. Flight change.
3 kilos here, roger.
Gonna bump that up to 200.
Taxiway, Quebec.
And you can see that changing right there.
Alpha Short Quebec.com 206. John Wayne clearance, Skyhawk 8 Kilo Mike looking for the IFR to San Bernardino.
Seatbelts on, beacon, app logo, emergency lights, arms.
8 Kilo Mike, it's
what else? APU needs to come on.
Kilo Mike, were you looking at another destination, or did you,
source normal, APU, source, bleed on. I'm gonna get these. And again, I'm going through this very quickly. I went through it in much more detail on my first video, so I'm just getting caught up here. Also, that. Cool. Alright, nose wheel steering can come on, probes can come on, batteries can come on, right engine start. I already, by the way, have my clearances good from before, so we will be good on that front.
Number 81041, Fullerton Tower, circle to the southeast, enter left downwind, runway 24, clear to land.
Oh,
circle
right.
Southeast, left downwind, runway 24, clear to land, 8141. .com 206, continue via Alpha, cross runway 20.
Continue Alpha, cross 20.com 206.
Break Kilo Mike, 3rd to San Bernardino Airport, on departure, flight heading 210, right of vector, Steel Beach via wall.
There's that engine.
Then as filed, maintain 2,000, expect 5,000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6114.
Alright, Kilo Mike, cleared to San Bernardino, fly heading 210, then vector to Steel Beach VOR, then as filed, 2000, expect 5000, 10 minutes after, 1281, 6114 on the squawk.
Alright.
Right, Kilo Mike, read back correct.
Awesome. We're looking good. Not set to auto. Whoops. Hydraulic pumps on auto. Alright, now we are good to go. I'm just gonna quadruple check everything. So our altitude is set to 5,000, climb via SID, except maintain 5,000. Climb out heading, our nav source can get set to FMS, our terrain needs to come on. Whee, so pretty. What else, tuned ground, transponder set and on. I think I am good now. I am good now. Alright, let's get up in the air again.
Los Angeles ground,
and I'm just going to pop this chat out again. Feel free to say hi if you're watching.
735 Mike 0. LA ground, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
25 left, Alpha Foxtrot, Skyhawk 735 Mike 0. And Korea 214 Heavy, LA ground is ready to taxi with Lima.
214 Heavy, runway, LA ground, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
Alpha Foxtrot 25 left, Korean 214 Heavy.
Korean 214 Heavy, just to make it easier for me, give way to the Skyhawk that it looks like he's either behind you or off your right side.
We'll move over to the right, Korean 214 Heavy.
And Korean 214 Heavy, the squawk code should be 5303.
Alright, might be a second to get a word in edgewise here.
5303.
But that's normal.
We'll fix that, Korean 214.
It's very busy right now.
Santa Maria Tower.com 206, short of 2012.
.com 206, Santa Maria Tower, runway 12, cleared for takeoff.
12, cleared for takeoff, .com 206.
Alright, here we go. John Wayne ground, Walker 169's over at the east ramp. We're ready to taxi with Tango.
Walker 169, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha Lima, hold short of runway 20 left.
20 right via Alpha Lima, hold short 20 left, Walker 169. Alright, so same taxi clearance as before. Last time I taxied outside the plane, so I'll do it inside this time.
Los Angeles clearance, Cessna 167 Uniform Delta, Cessna 172 land off, IFR departure to San Diego, request flight following, with information Lima.
167 Uniform Delta, Los Angeles clearance, cleared out of Los Angeles Bravo airspace, on departure, flight 250. Make left crosswind departure at the shoreline to exit Bravo airspace.
To brief this the departure procedure again, we're going to climb to 560 feet, and then hopefully this time we're going to go over to the FMS. So hopefully we get further than like 3 miles this time. I'm excited. It's going to be good.
Departure frequency 134.9, squawk 6411, 67 Uniform Delta.
7 Uniform Delta, read back correct.
I can't believe I forgot to program the FMS. I am so sorry, everyone, that I did that. Was definitely a human error. Like, I don't know what I was thinking.
Pulse ground, Cessna, November 733, Charlie Sierra.
I did forget that taxi light needs to come on. Even though it's the middle of the day, so we're very visible.
Skyhawk Skyhawk 712 Romeo Alpha, inbound RNAV 21.
712 Romeo Alpha, Santa Monica Tower, runway 21, cleared to land.
Clear to land 21, 712 Romeo Alpha.
Wonder if that other guy made it to Vegas. I'm very curious. The winds are supposed to be very intense landing in Las Vegas, which I was outside not too long ago, and it was very windy out, so it should be a good landing here.
Departure frequency 126.7, squawk 2313.
We operated on the cut with L1 as filed. Climb 7,000 feet, departure frequency 126.7, squawk 2313.
Alright, turns coming up here.
Speedbird 792, read back correct.
Good morning, Henderson Ground. Cessna 704 Yankee Alpha is ready to taxi from the GA apron with Bravo.
Alright, 2017, number 753 Mike Sierra, LA ground, correction, LA tower, runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff.
25 left, cleared for takeoff, Skyhawk 735 Mike Sierra.
And who was looking for taxi?
Henderson Ground, it's Cessna 704 Yankee Alpha.
Hey, that's near me.
704 Yankee Alpha,
Alright,
Henderson Ground, runway...
in preparation for takeoff, our lights can come on. So that's our strobe lights, our full landing lights, all that fun stuff.
Alpha Hotel, 17 right.
Tune tower frequency on 126.8.
For some reason, when you're filing your flight plan, it's putting your call sign
and
as your aircraft type as well. So I don't know if you're using our normal, the website to do it, but make sure that you put your actual aircraft type in there.
Alright.
Okay, I'll take a look. I did it on the sim itself.
Roger. I think that's actually, I don't know, disregard.
Fulton Tower, Grumman 041, clear 24, Foxtrot, taxi to transient.
1041, Fulton ground, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Parking via Alpha 041.
214 Heavy is ready for takeoff, 25 left.
We can actually creep forward just a hair here.
Number 5 Mike here, go ahead and start your crosswind turn and contact SoCal departure.
Also,
starting
I'm going to get my flaps set for departure here.
35 Mike Sierra.
Here we go. John Wayne Tower, Walker 169, holding short 20 left at Lima.
Green Air 214 Heavy, LA Tower, runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 25 left, Green 214 Heavy.
Walker 169, John Wayne Tower at Lima, cross runway 20 left, runway 20 right, cleared for takeoff.
At Lima, cross 20 left, cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right,
approaching
Walker 169.
20 left.
Whoops. Can't talk. Alright. This is going to go so much better this time.
Right.
My readback wasn't as good as last time, but the actual flying will be.
On runway 20
ground
right.
712 Romeo Alpha. Clear runway 21
Spool
and
up to
apologize for the
50%.
overrun there. My brakes didn't seem to work on the sim.
All green, here we go.
You can continue via Alpha if you still need to get in. And it was a pass for the IFR.
Continue via Alpha and thanks for the pass. 2 Romeo Alpha.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Again, we're looking for 560 feet. I'm going to go ahead and engage the autopilot. Confirm nav source on FMS1, which it is. And again, we're climbing up via flight change, so as we get closer, that is going to pitch way up, which is perfect. There's 500 over to the FMS. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen.
Korean Air 214 Heavy, contact departure.
Departure still on.
Let's get a nice off-wing view here.
167 Uniform Delta, LA ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie Bravo.
These flaps can come up.
Runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie Bravo, 67 Uniform Delta.
Walker 169, contact departure.
Over to departure, Walker 169. that over to departure.
Hey, firm, Southwest 5050. Yeah, it's on your last transmission. Didn't quite get what you were saying. However,
Throttle
after
back
NATO,
just
it
a
seems that
touch.
you appear to be turning southbound.
And again, it's going to lower our plane to maintain our airspeed. So, tail departure, Walker 169 at 4,700, climbing 5,000 via the fins 2.
Walker 169, tail departure at radar contact. Climb and maintain, correction, climb via the fins 2, except maintain 8,000.
Sit except maintain 8,000, Walker 169. Alright, so we'll go up to 8 as soon as we cross Strel here in 1 mile. So there we go, cross Strel, so now we're cleared up to 8,000 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and re-engage flight change mode.
The final fix after NATO, you should continue on a 095 track.
And we have to cross that at 8,000 or below. And because he told us to climb via SID except maintain 8,000. So that's climb via the SID restrictions up to 8,000 feet.
Just checking if we're clear for the VOR Alpha.
Diamond 3 Charlie Tango, thank you. Cross Seal Beach at 3,000, clear to VOR Alpha approach, full approach.
Cross Seal Beach 3,000, clear for the VOR Alpha, full approach, Diamond 3 Charlie Tango.
Southwest 5050, contact tower 118.3, good day.
118.3, Southwest 5050, good day.
Man, it's busy. Check the chat here. Ah, gotcha. If there's anything you'd like me to go over, I can definitely do that for you, man. No worries. Now that we're up in the air and doing well, no worries. Got you. We don't have to take it fast anymore.
Walker 169, contact SoCal approach 127.4, good day.
127.4, good day, Walker 169. Over to 127.4. SoCal departure, Walker 169 at 8,000.
Walker 169, SoCal departure, climb via SID.
Climb via SID, Walker 169. Alright, so now that he's saying climb via SID and the rest of these are above, that means we can climb up to our top altitude of 17,000. So I'm going to go ahead and program that in. Hit our flight change, which we're going a little too fast right now. Should be going around 230, and we're going to add some throttle up to climb. And now rocket ship mode engage. This thing climbs like a beast.
Charlie Delta contact Santa Maria Tower 18.3.
Over to tower 118.3, 7 from Charlie Delta.
Delta. Korean Air 214, heavy contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
Also, to comply with this next restriction, we have 4 miles to get above 10,000. We're cleared there. Also above 10,000 feet. You can turn your lights off, which are right here. I like to leave the wing light on just cause. But these are your landing and taxi lights, so those can come off.
Korean 214, Los Angeles, commenting Phelba 230.
Ah, gotcha.
370, contact Jasper approach 126.1.
So, all you have to do is, once you get your FMS programmed, and you have your route correct, after that, it's this button right here. It's NAVSRC. It stands for nav source. And what you need to do, it'll pop up right here if you click it. I'm not going to click it again because that'll screw with my flight. But if you look down here now, it'll say FMS1, NAV1, or NAV2. So for NAV1, if you want to track like a VOR, or like your ILS, or anything like that, you just tune that frequency right here, and it'll track off that, depending on for the navs, you have to make sure that your course, which you change right here, is set correctly to the correct heading. But if you do that, have the nav source on nav 1, which again you do by clicking right here, and then clicking the nav button. That will track you on that VOR, your ILS, whatever. Also, we're about to level off here, so I'm going to throttle back. 133.2, Walker 169, we'll see ya. Over to center, where we're going to get a climb to our cruise altitude, most likely. So let's check in. Los Angeles Center, Walker Air 169 at flight, correction, at 17,000. Flight levels don't start till another 1,000 feet.
Walker Air 169, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 290.
Climb maintain flight level 290, Walker 169.
R60 hotel fighting 050.
Alright, so climb and maintain flight level 290, which is 29,000 feet.
India, just join the route.
So I'm going to hit flight change again, and now our climb out speed is going to be closer to 280. So I'm going to go ahead and throttle back up
Delta 69, flighting 270
to climb, and you can see that change right here where it says CLM, or correction, CLB. And that's just to keep your engines in the green and run your plane as efficiently as you can during your climb. And again, in flight change, which is this FLC, and you adjust the speed with this knob right here. It will maintain that speed during your climb. So you'll see how this is like not holding a constant climb rate. It's going to try and keep us at this. So we're losing airspeed right now, so it's going to level the plane off a bit to hold us at that airspeed. So that's a nifty feature of the Challenger that I really enjoy.
And Delta 69, I'm in the altitude 2,200.
When you say TOD engagement, what do you mean specifically? Oh, unless you mean the top of descent engagement, in which case we'll talk about that when we get closer to that.
Los Angeles Center on 133.2. 133.2 for Crane 214 heavy.
Ooh, we got a heavy.
SATCOM 206, cross 23 miles.
Alright, we're above 18,000 feet, so we can go standard altimeter, which we already were, but if we weren't, now we are. I'm going to pre-program in our Las Vegas ATIS over here.
Center, grade 214 heavy, 230.
Oops.
214 heavy, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 280. 280, grade 214 heavy. Delta 69, contact Los Angeles Tower 133.9.
I love this plane in black. It's so pretty.
Cessna X-ray Sierra India, cross 85,000, cleared to RNAV runway 26 approach.
Also, something I didn't talk about that I was planning on, and I didn't as I was reading it back. So, I don't know a bit ago if you heard, after we got the climb, actually it didn't happen, did it? No, it didn't happen at all. So, if he had told us, say, like, we take off, right? We were told to climb via SID, except maintain 5,000. Like, what happened, or would happen after that if he said, climb and maintain flight level 170? Now, do you still have to comply with the altitude restrictions on your SID, is the question, because the next waypoint from the initial on our departure here would be 8,000, at or below 8,000 if you take a look at it. So what if, as we're flying along here, we get climb and maintain flight level, our top altitude here, 170, which isn't a thing, I can stop saying that, it's climb and maintain 17,000.
Altitude restriction.
So, we're right here. He says climb and maintain flight level. Climb and maintain 17,000.
It's a cancel altitude restriction.
So, once he says the magic words, climb and maintain, all of the restrictions on your SID go away. So you can just freely climb up to whatever he said. Now, if he says climb via SID except maintain, then they're in place. But as soon as he says climb and maintain, or they, could be a woman as well, once they say that, all your restrictions go away. I belabored that point way too much. And I hope I explained it okay. Alright, that was our 1,000-foot warning, so we're almost up to cruise now.
Sorry, DALCOM 206. DALCOM 206. No, it's just oddly quiet. We have the updated weather for John Wayne, but I guess we'll make our request with SoCal. DALCOM 206, roger, you can contact SoCal approach 127.4. 127.4, DALCOM 206, good day. DALCOM 206 SoCal approach, flighting 070, descend and maintain 5,000, vector IFS, runway 20, right approach, altimeter 2993.
And you guys didn't hear any of that. I'm an idiot. I had my mic muted. So, how you set your auto throttle and get it to work is you hit cruise right here, and then input your cruise altitude. So for us, that's 29,000 feet. So you would type in 29,000, click there. And then we want to cruise at Mach 0.81. So I type in slant 0.81, and then you hit that there. And that'll set your FMS up. Come over here, click VNAV, and then it will engage. Also, you have to make sure in your options that you allow the auto throttle if you are flying this jet. But it's super finicky to get the auto throttle to work in this jet. So, but now I am on auto throttle and it will hold us at Mach 0.81. And as you can see, those are fluctuating over here. I'm not actually controlling that.
DALCOM 206, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
I'm also going to go ahead and get our landing pressure, get our landing pressure in here. So we're going to be landing at 2,150-ish feet, so that'll be good. Also, I've never been on a flight before that it didn't get colder after you take off, so I'm going to cool those guys down a little bit.
And what's your request?
We are also flying into a desert, so.
7 Charlie Delta, clear to San Luis Airport via direct Morro Bay direct. Maintain 4,000.
Ah, got you. So the top of descent for us is really just paying attention to your SID restriction or your star restrictions. So if you look in the legs here, our star starts at Meissen here. So you see we have to cross Meissen at flight level 240. So roughly that means I'm going to start my descent because it's only 5,000 feet. So roughly here shortly, I'll probably get a descend via the Kepik 6 arrival here. And as soon as that happens, I'll probably start my way down. I like to descend early and hold at these rather than try and scramble to hit them. So that's what I like to do, personally. Ooh, look at that engine blur. Looks like we might have a system up here.
There's some charge outs across Morro Bay 4000 clear.
Does look like a minor one.
Circle, runway 11.
Also got another nice little wing view here. You can also see the back of the plane as well. Yeah, no worries, man. And really, like, it's a matter of practice too. I have a couple times overshot my airports, but luckily I use PilotEdge, so typically I'm getting vectored for an approach anyway, so it's hard to overshoot your top of descent. But if you program in all of that cruise information too, it will tell you when you need to start going down relatively. So I need to go down between after Yella. After Yella, I have this down arrow, which means between Yella and Meissen, I need to descend to flight level 240. So I know that this is only 19 miles, so that's not like super far. So I'm wondering when I'm going to get that from ATC. So if you're not flying on PilotEdge, you could descend right now. But I'm flying on PilotEdge, and I cannot do that. Until I'm told to. Which really should be here very soon, would be my guess. Coming up in Yella here, you can see our course is going to turn to the left here, coming in. And you can change the range here on this outer, there's an inner knob and an outer knob. So on the outer knob, you can change the range. So maybe I'll leave it like that. And now because we changed the range, our terrain will update as well. Does anyone know if I missed a call from ATC? Because I feel like I really should start descending here shortly.
Or 370, that's approved.
So let's brief here. So we're supposed to cross Meissen at flight level 240.
About 20 miles south of Wake intersection.
So I don't know what's happening with PilotEdge, but he sounds busy.
Correction, I'm sorry. Walker Air 169, descend via Kepik 6 arrival.
Descend via the Kepik 6 arrival, Walker 169. Can't talk either, dude. Cool, so there's our descend via the Kepik 6, so we need to go down to flight level 240 for our first leg here. So I don't descend via flight change, although you can. Also, once you engage the autopilot, or the auto throttle, for descent, I know it breaks realism, but for this jet, this is how you have to do it for it to work, and it's not 100% guarantee still. So you click VNav to turn it off, and then vert speed, and then you can descend at whatever rate you want. You will see it show up there. So we're going to descend down because we're going to actually blow through this. There's probably no, well, we might make it. We'll see. We're going to descend at vertical speed of 2,000. Now that we're on our descent as well, I'm going to click this button. It's going to change us back over into normal speed mode. And we're going to, yeah, let's say 290. That sounds like a good speed to me. We have to cross Clar, though, at 13,000 at 250 knots. And we can confirm that that's true by looking at our charts here. And that's 13,000 at 250 knots. So we're coming in. We're getting there. So the dam is right about here. Lake Mead is right over here. And this is not drawn to scale. So that's why it looks a little weird. But all right. We did not make it. So now we need to go down to 13,000. But that is not our fault that we didn't make it. That is because the controller was busy. I'm going to increase our rate here just a little bit, though. Just to make sure we're down, because we only have 48 miles to get all the way down there. And since we're going underneath the 18,000 feet transition altitude, I'm going to give the ATIS a listen and grab.
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Foxtrot. Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. ATIS information, Foxtrot. 1756 Zulu. Wind 190 at 16. Gust 24.
Ooh, yeah, they are.
Few clouds at 14,000. Ceiling 20,000 broken. Temperature 19er. Dew point 2. Altimeter 29er set 7. Arriving runways 19er left. 19er right. 26 left. Departing runways 9er left. 19er right. 26 right. Visual approaches in use VFR departures. Contact.
Do you guys hear those winds?
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignment. Hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Foxtrot.
Alright, I went ahead and added some spoilers, so we're going to slow down a little bit.
1756 Zulu. Wind 190 at 16. Gust 24. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 14.
Also, by the way, over here, you can change your altimeter. If you click in, it gives you the standard altimeter. Also, you have your comm sources here, so I can listen to both, just one or the other, or, you know, vice versa. Ah, see? It's doing a weird, funky thing right now. Why is it holding us there? Great, now we gotta go down even faster. Yep, this jet has some weird quirks. We'll say that. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. I'm glad that it's helping you. I'm truly very excited about that. All right, so we got 30 miles and about 9,000 feet left. Yikes. Yeah, we gotta get down. Coming into the Vegas area here. What button is it? It's this one. There it is. So I did add a bit of spoiler there, so you can see that. "24 more miles." Alright, so as we're coming through the clouds here, over to our left is Mount Charleston. and it's one of my personal favorite hiking areas. I live in Las Vegas, and it's awesome. Love Mount Charleston, so cool. It's got an elevation of around 11,000 feet. Also, it's pretty cool because in Las Vegas where I live right under the Truckin' 2 departure path. So I see jets. Not right now, unfortunately, because of what's going on in the world. But
Walker 169 Las Vegas, altimeter 2977.
2977 Walker 169. Whoops. Thanks, ATC. They got my back. Alright, how we doing? Another 14 to Clar, and we're going to cross Clar at 250 knots, so we do need to slow down. So, give you a nice view so you can watch that happen. How we doing? 11 more miles.
Archer 370, say again your request.
Altimeter setting.
Roger that, let me know when you're back.
I should pre-tune. Our approach is on 125.9. And how do I know that? So if you look over here, Las Vegas approach controller, it should be that on PilotEdge. It's 125.9. Oh my god, it didn't. Shit. It didn't. My plane's being really dumb. Sigh. Alright, so I gotta keep an eye on that. That's good to know. That's one of the things to keep an eye out for if you're gonna use the auto throttle. It will randomly turn your altitude holds off. So we need to get back up there, like ASAP.
Contact Los Angeles Center, 134.65.
There we go. And now once you click altitude hold, it will hold you there. But it's just stupid Challenger jet things that you have to keep an eye on. I wonder if, because we dipped down below the mountains, that we missed a call.
Los Angeles Center, Archer 5337 Sierra is level at 11,000.
That's 5337 Sierra, Los Angeles Center, Daggett, altimeter 2982.
2982, 37 Sierra.
For 7 Charlie Delta, contact San Luis Tower 124.0.
Yeah, the auto throttle in this jet just does not work very well, and once you decide to use it, which admittedly this is a short flight, it probably shouldn't have, but I wanted to go over how to set it up. It really does weird things to your plane after you use it. Because if you hit the descend now, it just doesn't work, and if you try and do it the proper way, it doesn't work. So this is really the only way I've found to get it to work correctly. I'm going to check in with ATC, too. Los Angeles Center, Walker 169. We were having a problem with our autopilot. We dipped down below 13,000. We're back at 13,000 now, but did we miss a call?
Walker 169, no. Contact Las Vegas approach 125.9er.
125.9er, Walker 169, thanks. Just wanted to double check. Alright, here we go. Las Vegas approach, Walker Air 169 at 13,000, descending via the Quebec 6 with Foxtrot.
Walker Air 169, Las Vegas approach, Las Vegas altimeter 2977, expect vectors, visual approach, runway 26 left.
We'll expect that, Walker 169. Alright, we're getting the visual, 26 left.
Walker Air 169, runway 19 right is also available if you'd like it.
We'll take 26 left, actually, Walker 169.
Walker 169, expect it.
We'll expect that, Walker 169, thanks. So, might not get to fly over the dam. I could request the ILS, the full ILS approach, but in the interest of making sure things go well, let's just comply with everything. And we can definitely fly the visual, so.
Then maintain 2008 Sierra Papa.
And that'll give us some fun to play with these winds.
Okay, Sierra Papa, turn left heading 120, vectors for the descent. Left heading 120 and vectors for descent, 8 Sierra Papa.
SoCal departure, Stock 135 Tango Delta is at 1600, climbing to 2000.
Stock 135 Tango Delta, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 3000.
Well, Luce, to answer your question, I just did it.
And I'm going to do
the reason that I would ask that is because it's modeled after the real world, so there are mountains around me right now, and I dipped to 11,000 feet, which is just at the top of a lot of those mountains. So wherever they're transmitting from, that signal may have been blocked. So they could have issued me something that I wasn't able to hear because my altitude was lower than it should have been. Speaking of which, down to 11,000 now.
Scott 8 Sierra Papa, turn right heading 250. Right heading 250, 8 Sierra Papa.
And we're reducing speed.
Scott 5 Tango Delta, turn right heading 340, climb maintain 3000, vectors ILS, choose your right approach.
Climb to 340.
That is McCarran.
And
right in front of us here. And the strip will populate in better, but that is the strip right there.
Turn right heading 340 and 35 Tango Delta.
Skylark 5 Tango Delta, climb maintain 3000, and you are in vectors for the ILS, choose your right approach.
Well, the 1,000-foot warning alarm went off, so that's a good sign. Maybe it'll take this time. I doubt it somehow, but... Nope, it's not gonna. Just gotta keep an eye on it. That's all it means. And boop.
LA departure, Cessna 634 Charlie Zulu with you at 1500 for 6500.
Alright, down to 9,000.
Number 634 Charlie Zulu, SoCal departure, radar contact. Scott 458 Sierra Papa, 6 miles from Drifty, turn right heading 300, maintain 2000 until steps localizer, cleared ILS 29er right approach. Right heading 300 and cleared for the ILS approach 29er, 458 Sierra Papa. SoCal departure, Skyhawk 8 kilo Mike, 1500 climbing to 2000.
Only because I gotta keep an eye on that.
Radar contact. Number 135 Tango Delta, turn right heading 020. Skyhawk 135 Tango Delta, turn right heading 020.
Turn right heading 00, 135 Tango Delta.
Standing by to hit that altitude hold. Pull the spoilers back in, because I gotta climb back up now. So we're gonna have a long taxi to parking, only because I wanted to fly over the strip a lot and like go past it, because he was offering us this runway. 19 right here is this guy. And we're going to be parking here as opposed to the terminal, which is over here, because technically we are supposed to park over here. But we're going to land on this runway right here. He might get us out over the dam, though. It's right there, is Hoover Dam. There's a canyon that we gotta fly over for you to see it. And admittedly, the sim does not model it well, but it's still pretty cool. There's North Vegas Airport.
Delta 2378, contact Los Angeles Center 132.2.
Henderson Airport is right there.
Walker 169, contact Las Vegas approach 135.0.
135.0, Walker 169. I'm supposed to be at 8,000.
Sky 458, Papa, contact Torrance Tower 133.07, G'day. 133.07, good day, 80 Papa.
Las Vegas approach, Walker 169 at 8,500, descending via the Kepik 6.
Walker 169, Las Vegas approach, descend and maintain 5,000, expect vectors, visual approach, runway 26 left.
Down to 5,000, we'll expect that Walker 169. Alright, going down to 5,000 now. And we're going to roll our speed back to final.
Turn right, heading 310.
Alright, going to go down to 200 here.
Right, heading 310, up to 6,000, 8 kilo, Mike. Scott 4 Charlie Zulu, SoCal departure. Do you have a specific request for getting
there's
through
those
the
winds.
Bravo airspace? What's your plan?
Yeah, I'm planning on going through the coastal route at 6,500.
Yeah, what do we got? Yeah, they're going to go up as we go down too, I believe. They're pretty aggressive.
SoCal departure, Lear November 104, Papa Hotel 4,000, climbing 6,000.
Lear 104, Papa Hotel, SoCal departure, radar contact, and climb and maintain 8,000.
Climb maintain 8,000, Lear 4 Papa Hotel.
Coming up on 5,000 here.
Scott 5 Mike Sierra, VFR traffic, 10 o'clock, 3 miles northwestbound along the shoreline. Altitude indicates 4,500, type is unknown. 5 Mike Sierra looking for traffic. Scott 8 Kilo Mike, turn right heading 020, join Victor 8, resume navigation. Turn right heading 020 onto the Victor 8, 8 Kilo Mike.
Ah, we're so close to the dam.
Super 792, contact SoCal approach 134.2, good day.
Try and zoom out, show you it.
SoCal approach 134.2, good day, Super 792.
I can't. We're not close enough yet. It's like right there, though.
Okay, 169, turn left heading 340. After the turn, the field will be 10 o'clock and 1 miles.
Left heading 340, and we'll look for that Walker 169. we know where it is. So I am going to use the ILS to help guide me in here, so I'm going to get that ready, 111.5. Las Vegas approach, Walker 169 has the field in sight.
Walker 169, clear visual approach runway 26 left.
Clear visual, 26 left, Walker 169, thanks. Alright.
Red Stripe 24, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5, good day. 35.5, Red Stripe 24.
On approach, 2 sets of flaps.
Sky 4 Charlie Zulu, report established on the coastal route northbound.
Report established on coastal route 634 Charlie Zulu.
Layer 4 Papa Hotel, turn right heading 280, when able direct Pomona VOR, resume navigation.
Turn right heading 280, which VOR was that, sorry, for Layer 4 Papa Hotel?
Layer 4 Papa Hotel, turn right heading 280, when able direct to Pomona VOR, Papa Oscar Mike.
Okay, turn right heading 280 and direct the Papa Oscar Mike VOR, Layer 4 Papa Hotel.
Skog 5 Tango Delta, turn right heading 100.
Right heading 100, 135.
Alright. We were able to intercept the localizer here.
Okay, 169, contact tower 119.9, in a good day.
119.9, Walker 169, we'll see ya.
Number 17.
Las Vegas Tower, Walker 169, on the visual, 26 left.
Walker 169, Las Vegas Tower, 1190, out of 16.24, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Yeah, it is. Cleared to land, 26 left, Walker 169. Whew, those winds, man, are intense. That's why I'm using the localizer to help guide us in, as they are so strong right now. And we did get our landing clearance, so those are going to come on. They should have been on already.
25 on taxiway Charlie, ready for taxi information link.
Delta 1645, runway 25, taxi via Charlie,
Alright.
Charlie 9 Bravo.
That's the glide slope coming in, so we're going to drop our landing gear.
Via Charlie 9 Bravo for Delta 16.
And our last set of flaps.
LA clearance delivery, Delta 213 with question.
Delta 213, go ahead.
Just want to confirm we're going.
And we're going to reduce
left
to
213.
Final approach speed here.
213, depends on where you're parked. Are you on the north terminal?
Yeah, I'm up at Terminal 2, Gate 22.
Delta 20, correction, Delta 213, yes, 24 left would be your departure runway.
Thank you.
And you can see the wind bouncing us around right now.
Lindbergh Tower, Skyhawk 735 Mike Sierra, about 7 miles north field,
left.
inbound information Zulu.
First 735 Mike Sierra, Lindbergh Tower, report midfield right down runway 27.
We'll report midfield right down runway 27, Skyhawk 735 Mike Sierra.
Minimums.
All right, and we are going to proceed with the landing at minimums, so we can see the runway.
100.
For ACO Papa, taxi to parking via Charlie Alpha. Have a wonderful day.
Taxi to parking via Charlie Alpha. Have a great day to you, ACO Papa.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And there's touchdown.
John Wayne Towers, Hawk 135 Tango Delta is on the ILS 20 right.
Skyhawk 134 Tango Delta, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 160 at 5.
Turn off on Alpha
Runway
5.
20 right, clear to land, 135 Tango Delta.
Don't be overwhelmed by the Las Vegas airport chart when I pull it up. It's not that scary. Welcome to Las Vegas, everybody. Local time is 11:50 a.m.
Alpha 5.
Las Vegas Tower, Walker 169, clear of 26 left on Alpha 5.
Walker 169, taxi to parking via Alpha 5, Bravo 5, Charlie, cross runway 26 right at Alpha 5, monitor ground point 1.
Taxi to parking via Alpha 5, Bravo 5, Charlie, and I missed the rest after that, and monitor ground Walker 169.
Walker 169, cross runway 26 right at Alpha 5.
Cross 26 right at Alpha 5, Walker 169. Alright, so we're right here. We're going to cross over here, and over to the Charlie gates.
176 is looking for a southeast departure and flight following at John Wayne Airport. 5,500 using the coastal route. We've got information Zulu today.
So I'm going to go ahead and retract our flaps.
Tango Delta, you broke up, say again?
Altitude is now 2500135.
So 735, Mike Sierra, runway 27, clear to land, wind 190 at 8.
Runway 27 cleared to land, Skyhawk 735 Mike Sierra, thanks.
Camarillo delivery, November 4176 is looking for a southeast departure today and flight following at John Wayne at 5,500 using a coastal route, and we've got information Zulu today.
They're A4176, Camarillo ground. Departure frequency 124.7, squawk 5443.
Departure frequency 124.7, and we're squawking 5443 for 176.
Now 176, be back correct, and I have a request for the CAT 10, I believe you said?
CAT 10, correct.
If anyone's wondering what that means, CAT is a rating system for VFR flights on PilotEdge. It stands for Communication and Airspace Training. And if you are on PilotEdge, highly recommend them. They're a lot of fun. Fuel truck. No spatial awareness. And the baggage. And what is happening?
24 on the GPS 25.
No spatial awareness by these trucks. Oh God.
25 clear to land, wind 1704.
25 clear to land, approach 24.
LA Tower, Delta 1625, short 25 right.
Delta 1625, Los Angeles Tower, wind 20 runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1625.
All right.
And coming to the ground, November 4176, ready to taxi.
Welcome to Las Vegas, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed the stream, despite all of the,
Texas Vegas Foxtrot out 176.
There's 5 Mike Sierra taxi
I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh, and now. Okay, let's get rid of that. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And now let's jump over to the post and have a nice, healthy discussion about it.
Disconnected.
But again, I hope you enjoyed and look forward to doing more.